creating a C# variables application. I'm going to create a console application, file, new project. Give it a different name. Make sure I know where it's being saved at, where the folder is being created at, and click OK. It will build part of the code for me. I will create two variables, double data type, miles, and okay. The kilometers I'm going to set at 1.6. There's 1.6 kilometers per mile. So in my calculation, I want to read in from the keyboard how many miles I need to convert. There is code already built in Visual Studio which will allow me to convert a string data type into a number, in this case a double data type. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to allow the user to enter in a double data type, and then I'm going to convert that into, the user is going to type in what will be a string, and then here I'm going to convert that into a double data type, or in other words a number. But first I'm going to say with console, not write line, but console write, I'm going to have the user enter a number of miles. Okay, and in this step right here, I'm going to, console read line. Oops. So what this is going to do, it's going to take whatever the user types in, which is this read line method, and when it reads it in as a string. If you hover over that, you'll see that it will return a string, whatever's typed in. So I need to convert that string data type into a double data type, and that will be my number of miles. So if the user enters 2.5 miles, it will come in as a string. I'll convert it into a double data type and store that into miles. So the user enters the number of miles. We're going to convert that and say how many total kilometers that is. So I've got my console write line statement. I'm going to put a placeholder in here, and then I'm going to say after that the calculation, which is going to be the number of miles times the conversion rate for kilometers. And I'm going to put this in parentheses so that I can make sure that these are being calculated together and not possibly something else that I may have in there. So I'm going to put those in parentheses. So it's going to read that as the result of this. And the final line that I'm going to have in there is a console read line. Console read line, and the only reason I have this is to pause the output. So now I'm going to run this, debug, start debugging, and when I run this, it's asking me for enter the number of miles. I'm going to enter 10.0, and when I press the enter key, it says that the total kilometers are 16. Okay, so that's all there is. Every time I run this, it will have the start debugging. It will ask me the total number of miles. I'll enter whatever that is, 22.5, and it will give me the total number of kilometers with that. Alright, now there's a lot of ways to do this. I could have broken this down to where I used different variables and broken this right line statement down into separated this calculation out of it. There's a lot of different ways you can do this and still get the same result. This is just one of many ways.